Afternoon. It's Lindsay. It is July 25th, Wednesday, 2025, and I wanted to do an audio recording about the things that have happened in the past couple days with this targeting of myself, being targeted. So clearly, like I've talked about before, when you anger and expose narcissistic people in their agenda, they retaliate by sending out gang stalker flying monkey people to try to confuse you or overwhelm you, to gaslight you, and all those stupid fucking things that these people do, because that's just what they fucking do. That's just part of their modus operandi, whatever. And so clearly I'm still undergoing a vindictive smear campaign type thing, character assassination attack, because I exposed and embarrassed a narcissistic psychopath. And I don't want to say his name, but as well as other people, including all that legal stuff, that probate joke of a fucking court case that I went through, and all that bullshit where they basically just stole my money to control my life, when I know there's a lot of money involved, and I know that was a bullshit fake thing. So they just think that I'm too dumb to see what's going on. And so their excuse is, Lindsay's just an addict, she's an alcoholic, or she's a this, or she's a that, or she's mentally ill, or she's whatever fucking asinine conclusion that they come up with to try to justify for their psychological, systematic harassment, societal abuse. I'm not crazy. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not insane. I'm not suicidal. I'm just angry, and I'm defending myself. And there's a difference. And I think that under any circumstances, if anybody were in this kind of situation, I think probably you would understand. But obviously, since most people cannot begin to fucking understand what I'm talking about, number one is a targeted individual. Number two is going through a fucking fake probate thing where they stole my identity, my inheritance, character assassination, sent somebody to infiltrate my life, to try to control me, and then being lied about who my biological father is, and that whole, if you can understand a little bit of what I'm talking about, then maybe you'd be able to have a little bit of empathy. But I don't expect that. I'm not looking for that, like for sympathy or empathy from people, because people just are cold. I mean, they'll be nice to your face and smile at you and laugh with you or whatever and have a conversation, but deep down you can feel that there's something off, or that that's kind of like they're stabbing you in the back, but behind your back. You know what I mean? It's all very orchestrated and superficial most of the time, and they'll come up with these real things that are like kind of backhanded compliments to make you feel insecure, or to throw you off, to kind of make you, question things again and rethink and reevaluate things. And this is just what they do. They know what they're doing. It's all very calculated and orchestrated, and so it's just it's vindictive and mean, but that's how people are. And I've gotten to the point where in my life where I'm just so used to that kind of, I guess, psychological or emotional torment, that it just kind of, I try to just let it not let it affect me, because it doesn't matter. People are going to do what they do. You can't change people. And I don't, quite frankly, I just try not to take it personally. If that's how they are, if that's what they're going to do, let them do that. But at the end of the day, the way I see it is that it's really just making themselves, it's just kind of backing themselves into a corner, because normal people don't need to do that. Like, if people are okay with themselves, even though they have flaws and nobody's perfect, you don't need to go around comparing yourself to everybody, or trying to make people feel bad about their appearance or their hair or their body or whatever, just because you're having a bad day or because you have some insecurities that you're projecting. Okay, but that's what people do. And what I talk about the truth and things that have happened to me as far as being exploited and abused by a narcissist who was taking advantage of my vulnerabilities and trying to have a power trip over me. And that is really what happened. That's real. Basically a bully, a big bully, a person who's twice my height. Go figure. Could it be any more fucking obvious that I was being targeted? For example, by that man. I mean, it's obvious, but if people don't understand that or can't see that I was a victim, I don't give a fuck what they think. I was. And I had to fight for my fucking rights and for my life and sanity because this person was so goddamn pushy and aggressive and demanding and on such a fucking power trip with me. So of course it made me mad and I acted out because it's called reactive abuse. And until you've experienced something like that, then maybe, just maybe, perhaps, you would understand. It's called defending yourself. It's a good thing I didn't fucking take a gun or a weapon and try to hurt the person. But that's what they want you to do. But I'm not a violent person. I know how to communicate, but I can get angry with my words. But I've never been a violent person. I've never physically hurt anybody. And I don't plan on doing that unless it's out of revenge. Like somebody trying to murder me and come into my house and kill me, then, using a weapon. That's called self-defense, and that's something that everybody should have the right to own a gun or a firearm for self-defense. That's why. For self-defense, have a weapon or something to defend yourself against people who are predators who are going to try to kill you. Now, that I don't want to get into that right now, but I've never had that happen to me, and I hope that it doesn't, but therefore, it's kind of a necessity for a female or anybody living alone nowadays in this kind of society to have some kind of weapon to defend yourself. It's common sense. And for the fucking government to try to take the Second Amendment rights away of right to bear arms, protect yourself, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. You should have the right to have a weapon. I don't care who you are. Everybody should have the right to have a weapon to defend themselves. You never know what can happen. So that's why I have one. Not because I'm gonna kill myself or harm somebody just because I want to. No, it's for self-defense. Simply put, self-defense. And yes, I have training in firearms. I had a license in Texas, back in the day to carry a fire, all that shit, I don't know, I forget what you call it, but I did all the training to use a gun and all that fucking training in the Peace Officer Academy and all that shit. So I've got my fucking training, but it's been a while since I haven't had to use a firearm, and I don't want to, except when I was in the fucking classroom at the goddamn stupid thing for Peace Officer School. I had to learn how to goddamn fucking shoot a gun at a target, and I didn't like it. And then, I don't want to think, I'm not that tight, it's not my thing. But like I said, for self-defense, that's something different. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So yesterday, let me talk about a little bit what happened yesterday. So I'm like, okay, fine, it's fucking 98 degrees outside, but and it doesn't get dark till fucking 8 o'clock here, 8:30, because of the fucking daylight saving time shit to keep everybody fucking an indentured servant to the goddamn elite to keep you working all the goddamn time. Busy to fucking make no money so they can fucking feed their goddamn fucking ego and get in their fucking private jets and go on their fucking cocaine spender, porno addiction, drug addiction fucking crap that the elite do with their fucking shit that they do. So you have to work your ass off to fund these motherfuckers, which I don't. I don't vote for them. I'm not into politics. I don't give a fuck. I stand for myself and I stand for my own goddamn rights. As far as what these people do, let them fucking do what they want to do. I don't want to get involved. That's why I don't even vote. And I refuse to put myself into any category. I'm not anything. I'm a patriot. A patriot who believes in the Constitution, and that's about it. I don't vote Democrat. I don't vote Republican. It's all the fucking same goddamn thing. Pardon my language, but it's the same fucking thing. Two birds of a feather, or two wings on the same goddamn bird. Okay? Doesn't matter if you vote left or right. It's the same fucking thing. Some of these people who claim to be the most conservative people are really the most flaming fucking liberals you're ever going to know in your life behind closed doors. So don't let that deceive you for a minute. Just because they go around acting like they're conservative, wearing a fucking suit and tie and all this shit, going to church, doesn't mean a fucking thing about what they really are like in private, so-called private, behind closed doors. And no, you'd be quite shocked at how they really behave, because I've seen it throughout my entire life. So don't be deceived by the whole fucking democracy, fucking shit, Republican, liberal, conservative shit. It's the same. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit to keep you occupied and distracted with what's really going on, which is that there's a bunch of goddamn false flag events. COVID was a fucking setup. The fucking 9/11 was a fucking inside job. If you still don't know that, you need to wake the fuck up. You know, everything's a fucking false flag to get you excited and overwhelmed and scared so that they can take more of your rights away, such as in planning the fucking Patriot Act, so that you don't have any rights and you're under constant surveillance and, you know, gang stalked and put on some fucking government watch list so that they can keep tabs on you because you might be a threat to somebody. That's all it is. You're not a real threat, but to these people you are, because you know too much. And that's what happened to me. Because I speak the truth, and I don't believe in the fucking media shit propaganda. Because I'm just not interested in that shit. Fucking actors reading from a goddamn script, laughing, acting like it's funny, because they're getting fucking paid to do shit that it's like I could do the same fucking thing. You know, look at the way I have to fucking live. You know, barely knowing what from one fucking day to the next what's going to happen, because they stole my inheritance and my money and my ability to earn money. So fuck you. You know, I'm 50 years old now, and they've ruined my life, and I'm just still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. Thanks to the fucking goddamn feds. The fucking government. You know, thanks. Fucking CIA, fucking FBI, all the shit they did to me, human trafficking, sex trafficking, to try to exploit me, ruin me, damage my reputation, my credibility, everything, my finances, my ability to earn money, my health. And I guess they're surprised I'm still alive, right? They expected me to be dead by hiring these goddamn fucking handler hitmen to fucking poison me or abuse me. But sorry, motherfucker, I survived your fucking attacks, you fucking shit fuck asshole. Whoever the fuck sent you. But fuck you, you fucking demon, and people like you. Because I'm not, you can't get past me because God is on my side, dumb fuck. Your little fucking satanic shit, little black magic fucking crap. I can laugh in your face at that, and God laughs at you too with that stupid shit. By the way, you people that think that's go and do your little fucking witchcraft shit, but you know, and y'all are stupid. Stupid people do that. Ill-educated, dumb people go around doing little fucking witch spells, get a photograph of somebody, and then take it to some fucking witch doctor or whatever the fucking... You people are sick. You people who do that are sick people. Sick and immature. Arrested development, sick people who are never going to elevate. Ever. Until you come to your goddamn senses. And that just shows a lack of class, a lack of character, a lack of morals, a lack of values, a lack of everything, in my opinion. It shows that you're a low-life, ill-educated person. And you're judging me because I've got some fucking tattoos? And you people going around some fucking cheap fucking Armani, business suit that's probably some goddamn thing you bought at the fucking flea market that says Armani on it with some fucking fake cologne doing little fucking witchcraft, warlock shit on everybody that deceives you or that you don't get your way with, using that satanic shit. It's gonna fucking backfire and blow up in your fucking asses, you little dumb fucks, all you little witch fucking whores and men that do that. Just watch it blow up in your fucking ass or face, because that's what will happen to people that do that dumb, stupid shit. Go to church, get some God, or pray. You need to find God. You need to find Jesus, find God, and get your ass on the right path before it's too fucking late. Because I'm not going to, I will not be a target of that bullshit. Ever. Again, ever. I will not let these people near I've got a protective barrier above all over me. So don't even try that stupid shit with me. You better think twice before you try that goddamn shit on me. Just a warning. I don't care who the fuck you are. Get away from me with that shit. That satanic, stupid, low vibration crap, whatever the fuck you call it. Stay away from me. Anyway, so I was like, yesterday it was really hot. It's hot again today. I decided, okay, I'm going to go for a little walk. Whatever, just get out of the house. Well, not like I am out of the house all the time. Seems like I'm never fucking here, hardly. And when I'm here, I'm just doing constant chores and taking care of repair shit and stuff that you have to do around the house. But anyway, I went out yesterday to a little park nearby, went for a little walk and then all of a sudden, it was a nice little walk. Really hot outside, but it was okay. And I was able to go inside and use a restroom that they had inside the rec center. And, so I was able to meditate a little bit and think and just kind of be outside. And then I go back to my car to drive away, and all of a sudden, first of all, when I got out of the car, it was like 94 degrees according to the odometer or what temperature thing on my car. And then when I'm leaving, all of a sudden it's 105 degrees, it says. I'm like, whoa, wow. All of a sudden it went up 10 degrees. That's strange. I was gone for about an hour walking, maybe 45 minutes, an hour at the most, just walking around the laps a few times, and all of a sudden it's fucking 104 degrees. Nah, okay, whatever. Yeah, maybe so, but I was, it was. I'm sorry, but I like the heat, but not that fucking hot. I'm not. It's a little much, and I felt like I was gonna have a goddamn heat stroke. It's just a little too hot to be out. It's. I can take it in little small increments, but not. I don't know. I'm not like one of these people that likes to be out in the fucking hot heat all fucking day. It's just not my thing. I just prefer. I'm not one of these people who's obsessed with nature and being outside, and not my thing, never has been. I just am not, it's not my, I just doesn't really, unless it's like going to a cemetery, but really I prefer it to be a little bit cooler outside, or maybe cloudy and overcast is my favorite. A little bit of sun and a little bit of heat, but no, I prefer going to fucking graveyards and weird places and parks where there's not a lot of people. But that's about it. Or going for a walk, exploring places. But here, if you go for a walk just in the fucking city streets, you get attacked by a fucking dog or harassed by some fucking meth head or whatever. That's just commonplace here in San Antonio East Side. So you gotta be real you better fucking carry a gun. I suggest you carry a goddamn gun or a fucking knife on you if you even dare set foot outside. Especially if you're a female, you better carry a goddamn weapon. Or a dog, a good guard dog, or like I would say a German Shepherd or a Doberman Pinscher, or what's it called, a Rottweiler, which is, if I could choose to get a dog, I'd get a Rottweiler and train it real well to fucking attack people that fuck with me. That's what I would do. But I can't really, a dog's a lot of responsibility. But I'd get a Rottweiler and train it really well to attack people that fuck with me and to guard my house. That's what I would get, probably. I don't know. But it doesn't matter right now. But so that happened. And it's kind of weird because and then I get back to the house and I have an email, my YouTube announcement for me, a recommendation. Renee of Paris. And then some wig that was, what was it called? Dazzling Waves by Renee of Paris in the color Toasted Marshmallow. And it was like, I watched the little video and it was like a transgender man or something. I was like, okay, thanks for the recommendation. It's okay, thanks. Well, what's the hidden meaning behind that? So every time that I fucking go outside or I'm in public, these people with their secretive shit, they start attacking my appearance, attacking me every fucking way you can imagine, about everything you can imagine. Whether this is what they do to me everywhere I go. The gym, the city, the store. They start attacking me, attacking my body, my appearance, my hair, my every fucking thing about me. Because these people, that's just what they fucking do, okay? Trying to make me feel insecure. And you know what? I don't fucking feel insecure. So fuck you. And what I do with my hair, mind your own fucking business. Some of you bitches have no fucking room to speak. You've got on so many fucking hair extensions or whatever. Shut the fuck up, cunt. Or shut up, bitch. I don't need to be judged by any more fucking women. Or it's usually fucking women doing this to me, usually. because they're so fucking mean. Mostly women. Just fucking evil, some of them. That's what they do because they're jealous. Deep down, they're just fucking jealous. Because that's how women behave. And I'm not saying all of them, but I've had my share of being treated like dirt by fucking jealous women throughout my life. And I just, quite frankly, don't give a fucking shit what anybody thinks anymore. What I do for myself. So then I'm going to the gym today. And of course, it took me about, I spend a lot of time, just a preparation. I'm sorry, but I like to no, I'm not sorry, but when I leave to go someplace, I don't care where it is, usually if I go to the gym, I like to look somewhat presentable just for myself, just because I like to groom myself and make sure that I have taken a bath the night before or that morning, is that I smell that I have deodorant on, that I don't have dirty clothes on, that I at least groom myself a little bit, okay? God damn it. And no, I'm not perfect, but at least I put some fucking effort into it instead of going to the fucking gym looking like a fucking goddamn something that just rolled out of the fucking bed, which is what a lot of fucking people do. And I at least try to put some effort into it, god damn it, every fucking day. There's a lot of preparation that I have to go through just to fucking do that. So fuck you, fucking cunts. Fucking bitches. And then I fucking work up a fucking sweat, do a whole lot of fucking exercise, and now I'm not getting paid a fucking thing, but getting mocked the whole fucking time by the fucking media. So fuck you. You do that every fucking day, and shut the fuck up before you judge me. Shut the fuck up. Some of you dumb fucks. Shut your fucking mouths. You have no fucking room to be judging me. So I get there, I'm walking in the gym, and somebody makes a comment, a person I know, this woman, I'm not going to say her name, but, an African-American lady says comments about my hair and tells me my hair looks good and that my hair's grown out a lot and that it means it's healthy, it looks healthy. I said, well, thank you, I said, we all have our little secrets about our hair, and I kind of laughed, and she's like, I know. So, I don't really, nonetheless, it could have been a backhanded compliment or whatever, knowing, because these people watch everything I do. They know my patterns, my habits, they know everything I do, what I do, so it's no secret, right? And I don't care. If it's a genuine compliment, that's fine. If it's meant to make me feel a little bit insecure, fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't take anything personally anymore by anybody, because if it is meant to trigger me, it's only them showing their own insecurities is the way I see it. That's the way I see everything now. I just don't take anything personally. And that's the way I have to survive, because if I do, then I could easily get offended and say, oh, what are you doing? Are you surveilling me in the mornings at my house? Are you watching? I could start an argument and make myself look like a fucking idiot, and then they'll call the fucking authorities on me. You see? So everything's like a potential trap when you're a targeted individual, being targeted by government, by fucking FBI, military, whatever the fuck these people are, police officers, sheriffs, undercover cops, investigators, I don't know, but I just have to be real fucking careful, because I have my intuition about everybody. And I know that half these people at the gym that are working for the fucking government or whoever, I don't know any of them that well, but I know well enough to know that they're keeping tabs on me. How could I be that dumb to not know that? So I just try to be nice and cordial to people and keep it simple. That's it. I just keep it simple, and I don't go overboard with emotional. I never, the whole time I've been at that gym, I've never once spilled out my emotions to anybody. Ever. They don't know anything about me. Nobody fucking knows anything really about that I can think of, except when I first started going there. I had to email the manager to explain a little bit of my situation about something, but other than that, and like I said, I do not know any of these people very well. I don't know any of the staff very well. I just go there because I like the machines, and and for me, it's good to get out of the house for a bit, even though it's a long drive. For me, it's worth it because I do it for various reasons, and I don't want to go into detail about that, but everybody does things for certain reasons, okay? And so if you find an environment that you feel somewhat comfortable in, then it's okay. Nothing's perfect. I don't expect perfection. I don't go around judging people for their imperfections, because everybody's got flaws, and I don't care. I'm not out to judge people or I don't feel like I'm any better than anybody else at all. And then yesterday, a man, when I was walking in, he was on the exercise bike, an African-American man, and then at some point he came up to me on the treadmill when I was on the treadmill, and he complimented me, and he said, you've gained a lot of muscle or something, or, you look good, and he said, you're my inspiration. I said, well, thank you. And I said, and he was really nice, so I talked to him for a little bit, and he had on a t-shirt. I asked him about his t-shirt. It was some kind of fraternal university shirt, and we talked for a little bit about that, and he told me his name, and he told me that I said, so you like to ride bikes? He said he sometimes goes with groups of people to different parks, to trails. And I said, oh, that's cool, So, he was a nice man. His name starts with a C. His name was Curtis. I'm just saying, I talk to people all the time, little small talk. No big deal. Some people are very nice. Some people are, and I don't mind talking to people. And there's another man I sometimes talk to, this other kind of elderly man who is, I talk to a lot of different people, but not all a bunch, just, hey, what's up, how's it going, kind of thing, And that's fine, because there's nothing wrong with small talk or, making conversation with people who like to go to the gym like I do, because, we all have something in common right there. You like to go to the gym, so do I. I like to exercise. I like, it's okay to find people who you have share common interests with. I don't care what their ethnicity is or religion or background or anything like that. I don't give a shit about that, really. It's about finding common interests with people, the way I see it. I'm not here to judge people based on superficial shit. I don't do that. I just never been something I've done, ever. So there's good people and bad people. There's friendly people, there's not friendly people. And I don't take any of it personally. Like I said, I don't let it get to me. If they don't like me, I don't care. If they do, okay, who fucking cares? No big deal. Move on. Get over it. Big deal, Don't be too much of a fucking people pleaser, because people who end up because I used to be that way. If you spend too much time focusing on pleasing people and trying to impress people, you're just gonna make yourself upset, because you're gonna get rejected and setting up yourself for failure and rejection and mockery and humiliation. Because I already know, I've been through that battle before, and it's a waste of time. If you're okay with yourself and you're a somewhat decent person, then fine. Yeah, that's all there. Don't overdo it. Don't make things more complicated than they have to be. Is the way I try to see things now more, because I don't need to overdo it. I don't need to impress people. I've already done the work. I'm doing the work. I've done a lot of work on myself, and I'm continuously doing that. And that's all there is. I don't need to fucking. I am who I am, and I don't have to apologize for who I am, and neither should anybody. You shouldn't. Don't apologize for who you are, why you do things. Just don't. That's who you are. That's who you are. Just be yourself. That's it. But so it was a good, decent enough day at the gym. I came back here and I had to do a lot of chores. I had to get I found someone else to cut my yard, because Jay fucking flaked out. The other person who used to cut my yard, I guess he got pissed off, because I don't know why, but whatever, who cares, whatever. No more Jay to cut the yard, and he does a shitty job anyway most of the time. Sorry, but he never really did very good a job anyway, except he was somewhat trustworthy, but now that's done with. I'll never see him again. And the other dude who tried to fucking hit on me and tried to get in my pants, I had to fucking cut that contact off from Craigslist. So now it's like, just finding somebody reliable to cut the fucking grass is a goddamn chore. searching endlessly ads for trying to find a fucking yard man. So I think I found one. Somebody cut the yard today and they did a decent job, but there's still a bunch of shit in the backyard, a big pile of goddamn sticks and crap that I have to deal with. And I keep thinking there's something in that barn that maybe somebody hid something in that barn at some point when they lived here. Maybe there's a secret chest of treasures in there that I need to go explore, but I don't know where the key is to get in there. But there could be something in that fucking barn, considering that the man committed suicide in this house. He lived here. Maybe he put something in that goddamn barn that's falling apart.